Test. Check. Mic test. Mic test 1 2. Hello folks. Welcome to our stream. We are currently live playing Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. And we have good action for today, so let's jump in. Right. Oh, we've got free card packs. So what we do is we redeem this every time we get it, as well as we buy the 50 crystal pack every day as well. As you see, we haven't logged in since yesterday because we are going for Master Rank live on stream at the moment. That is our agenda for today. Should be a fun one. Yo, what's up? What's up, Atanaiden? Hello, welcome to the stream. Is it good morning? Is it morning as well in Turkey? Good times, perfect time as well. We are on Sapphire still, I think. Sadly. But we are 1 to 2 wins away from Master Rank, which is great. We are going to be doing that live now. Hopefully getting 1 to 2 wins this stream. Should be doable in theory. And yeah, we go from there. So feel free to say hello, say hi, come in, welcome your friends. And yep, this is a fun one. I want to feel your Vanguard. I haven't explored it, to be honest. I think I'd need a weekend, right? At the very least, to check the game out. I don't think I can just jump on it on the spot if it's as complex as like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or this game or Magic. Or is it something like I could just like start playing off the bat? Cool, so this is our list. What are we currently running? We're on Swordcraft at the moment. This is the full build. As you can see, we're maxed out on our 2-drops. Samurai, Seria, Prim, Luminous Lance Trooper behind me as well as a 3 of. And then for our 3 costs, we've got Vals and Rose. Hound of War is here as well as a 2 of, just to control the board and be a flex slot. Our 4-drop is the ever-powerful Zirconia that summons 2 copies of Knights and gives other allied followers +1/+1. And then for 5-drops, we've got Luminous Magus as a 2 of. Albert, technically a 9-drop. We're just after the end the game at 12 with a Super Evo. Amelia and Gildaria on 6, card advantage and board control. Olivia as a 2 of for card advantage as well as a good Super Evo target to just control the board as well. Odin as a 2 of and Amalia as a 2 of as well for big bodies and finishers. Watching anime is better. Okay, that's doable, to be honest. I can check that out. And do I just type in card fight Vanguard, or is there like because if it's like Pokemon, there's gonna be different anime seasons. So I'm not sure if I should start at the latest, or is there just one thing that I start watching. Cool, let's jump in and start this game out. The plan is to hit Master Rank and climb up from there. An interesting note that I saw when I was checking things yesterday out was in Runecraft, I was 247 games before I switched. And at the moment, when I checked then, it was around 350. But I've already switched to Swordcraft and played 150 games already. So I could have been in the top 100 of Runecraft players at that point. Something to take note of when things reset, that is something to potentially climb for. Just stick to one and go all the way. So we're playing against Mirror. Hound is okay, but I'd rather play things that deal with the board and stick around, like Vals. Amelia is another potential keep. The idea here is card advantage in the mirror match. The question is, do we slow down if we keep Amelia? I think we will. I'd rather mulligan into units that can be deployed and control the board much faster. So let's end the turn here. See what happens next. They didn't play anything. There's an argument here to play out Seria or the Samurai. I'm thinking of which one is the more expendable one. That's the one we can throw away. At the moment, they haven't played out a Prim yet, so they might. Actually, I'd rather not do anything, to be honest. Hardfight Vanguard Divines. Oh, I see. That's the anime name. Okay, I'll check that out. Thank you very much. Divine Z. Divine Z. Very cool, very cool. If I play a unit, they just play something and deal with it. Like 2 cost 1/2 1/1 Luminous Lance Trooper. So I'll just test this out and be the control deck in this mirror match. Let's see if we're gonna get punished. I want to deal with a board, basically, with something. Like that. Goodbye, Prim. Seria's gonna shoot that away. If they play Nonja out, we also have an answer. Grimnir. We do have an answer for Grimnir as well, in the form of Rose or Vals. Rose, though, is card advantage for the mid to late game, so I think Vals is our line here. Just to deal 3 damage right there and start going for pressure. It's looking good. It's looking well. So I think we can proceed with this line of gameplay. Luminous Magus Super... Not super, a normal Evo. Okay. We've got our own as well here. We've got Rose too, though. It's a question of, do we prefer the Magus? Or do we prefer to deal with 1 unit? Thinking Seria can deal with 1 as well. At this point. And then Rose can deal with another. But I think the Magus is better positioned. So let's go for that. Deploy the Magus. Here we'll have a wide board. And then from here, we can evolve something. Let's evolve the Magus as well. Let's do exactly what they're doing. We've got a pseudo advantage here in the form of cards. 6 in our hand versus 6 in theirs, but a wider board for us at the moment. Your board is massive step, bro. It is. Thank you for the compliment. Rose is drawing a card. We have the exact same thing. Is the plan here to just do exactly what they're doing? That was a wasted shot. Well, not really. Yeah, they traded it with Rose. Let me know if you Genshin. I need to re-log in, though. That's something I need to find again. It's been a while. And I think there's servers, though, as well, right? In Genshin. So that's something as well. Take note of. We're on 6 at the moment. Seria can deal with 1. Unless we deal with this 3-2. Which we potentially could. In the form of Prim. Prim's looking good here. Prim is going to get us a Nonja. Which we can deploy here. That's going to be a 3-3. Plus an Evo is going to be a 5-5. Asia, EU, China, and NA. I think I have an Asian account. Because my brother recruited me without me knowing that it's a region locked and you couldn't switch. And yep, we're able to deal with that board right there. Nice and clean. Gildari's on 9 for its rally count. So there's an argument to go for a Super Evo line, or do we just keep controlling the board? Oof. We took a hit. Ooh, this is nice. Hound is going to clear the board as well as maintain pressure on the board as well. Ooh. We can also Super Evo Prim and give +1/+1 to 3 Hounds. Is that worth it though? Doesn't sound like it, to be fair. So I think we just clean the board up. maintaining our card advantage, swinging there, waiting for them to start deploying their board clears. I am EU. Ah, I see. Okay, then we might not be able to see each other. In which case, if I'm gonna play, I'll have to create a new one. I'm thinking of selling my old one as well. Huh, Super Evo. Okay. Gildaria's on 12. That's good for us. And they wiped the board. We drew a Zirconia. Very nice. This should be able to clean up quite nicely. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Thinking. Zirconia plus an ignominious samurai is good enough to deal with this full board and create us a wide board for ourselves, which is not bad at all, to be fair. So let's go for it. Super Evo on Zirconia is gonna give us a bunch of units with Rush to deal with this board. It's also gonna give us that swing plus Samurai to deal with Amelia, leaving us with this kind of board, and we'll have Gildaria on 18 rally. So if we play out a Prim, it's still not enough. We'll need something like this. Rose coming out is good. That's gonna be your last Super Evo if you're gonna use that. Ah, they're not. Okay. Fair enough. They're gonna leave that one to reach us with an Albert line, potentially. If they do, we'll have a much better board state, so I think they are incentivized to use their Super Evo here, which is great for us, because now we'll have our one Super Evo still. Oh, Prim is hidden. Prim is staying hidden. There's an argument here to play Gildaria out for its Super Evo to deal with the Prim before it starts swinging at us. Although, playing Prim out here and creating Nonja is gonna slow them down enough as well. Plus, give us a free Super Evo on Gildaria. That's what we needed this turn. Not the worst, though. Still a good board. Nonja is gonna come down, and Prim is now on... Gildaria is now on Super Evo range with 23 rally count. And that's good. Now Prim has to deal with this, or they need to wipe the board somehow. Potentially playing out Gildaria or Odin. Fair enough. This is scary. But Gildaria's here. Which is quite a nice play this turn. If they ignore our board at this point, we'll have Albert to end the game. Want to reach Prim, but there's no way to do so. We play this and it deals 1 damage. Their own Gildaria is gonna knock us out. If they have it. They're thinking. We're thinking as well. If we're out of the game. And if you notice, they have a lot of cards while we ran out. And that's because they played out Amelia and Olivia. This is great. Although we are in Albert range at the moment. I think we should play our own Albert out. Swing twice here. And hope that they don't have their own Albert. And that's our only out that they do. Wow, painful. It's the card advantage. We lacked options to get to the win. So in that regard, is Amelia a keep then? Because the Amelia into the Olivia, that ended our card advantage streak. Good to know, though, that this game is about card advantage. And there's also the line of playing a 2-drop, something like an Ignominious Samurai early on. And if they don't deal with that, then we're good. That's another one to think about. We're just leveling up. But that was a good line. It felt good, to be honest, in the first few turns. So I think that's a good start. Cool, let's go. That Sevo ambush plus Grimnir is so good in clearing. That is true, Jonas. That is true, Jonas. And thank you, thank you. It does make sense. The thing is, when we play Grimnir, we always draw it late after we get our Super Evos. And that is painful when that happens. While what the slot of Grimnir is the Hound. And the Hound deploying a lot of 4-2s is solid as well. So that's something we are weighing. Enjoy sa stream, sir. Also, Crucial Keep sa hybrid Cocytus Rune. Crucial Keep, it's dependent on your matchup. So for example, if you're playing the Mirror, you keep Dimension Climb and Cocytus if you have it. And mulligan everything else that's not card draw. Because you have units to deal with their units, so you don't want Stormy Blasts in that matchup. But against aggro, you want Stormy Blast and then Witch's New Brew to draw into more removals and set up for a 4-cost. I can go back to Runecraft as well, but we're almost there with Sword, so let's finish this run and go from there. From here, let's play out a Prim. I can also switch now between the two crafts because we're familiar enough with both crafts, and then we'll switch again to a different class after that. We played Prim out. That's quite good, quite solid. Fildao from their side can't evolve yet. So if we play units out, they can't really deal with it unless they use removal spells on it. And if they do, that's removal spells that's not going to face. Although they'll be able to swing at face afterwards. So thinking for a bit. Because there's a play of playing this out and then following up with a Prim swing on this. But it's a waste of the Nonja buff. So I think we play the Nonja out just for that extra buff. Forcing them to not commit to the board and instead remove this if they've got it. If they don't, then it's like this and they're stuck. And it feels good. From here on 4, if they didn't have removal on 3, they wouldn't have removal on 4 as well. So I think now is a good time to deal with one of the units. We are going to have to deal with Fildao at some point. And I think now is a good time to do that with our Prim plus our Soldier. And this can go 3 to face. That is a free roll. It looks like they're on Abyss Aggro, which means they don't have a lot of life gain. Are you going to swing here? Cool, so we're forcing them to take trades, which is good for us. Plus, we drew into a Zirconia, busted. This is going to create us a wide board and set us up for an Argavi. So Argavi deals 7. If we swing here, this will be on 4, 5, 6, and Argavi will still have to deal with this, leaving a 1-1 to swing at life, which I think is okay for us. And then we stabilize again after this turn. If they don't have Argavi at this point, we are gonna get ahead. Ooh. Voila, the Blastwing. 4-6, okay, trade? Sure, thank you. If we're trading against Aggro Abysscraft, we're in a good spot. And then from here, either we go Prim into Nonja, or a Luminous Lance Trooper into a 1-1 on that. Prim Nonja, I think, is much better, much more beefy. Argavi is gonna deal 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, leaving the Nonja. That will trade with the Argavi. Next turn, we don't have an answer. So, in this case, if we're expecting an Argavi this turn, there's an argument to Evo one of these. Because we're going to apply pressure, and Argavi hits from left to right. So if it's going to deal 7, it's going to hit until Prim, leaving this, which means the skeleton can't get through. So Argavi will have to trade. So it's those small intricacies that we're finding that actually lines up against decks like these. And then next turn, we've got an Olivia Super Evo line. Quite powerful. And this is one of the matchups where it's feeling good. As long as you know what the opponent is doing every turn, you're able to control the board well and go from there. And we got the win. Does this bring us to Master Rank?
You reap what you sow.
No. We are 2 points away from Master Rank. Wow. Look at that. Painful.
With rain comes death. I wield my blade with pride.
Okay, we're playing against Mirror. Zirconia's solid, especially going second. Amelia we can throw away. Rose is solid as well, card advantage. Albert is a dead card until we need him on 9. Let's see, from here let's pass the turn. And let's go from here. Brim is quite nice. These units are a problem though. How do we deal with them? I think Prim's a good start. They're not going to be doing much except swinging for 2 this turn and deploying a unit, which can deal with Prim, sadly. Rose can deal with the officer here, and then for next turn we can start evoing Zirconias to clear the board. We're going second, that means we're evolving first, which means we will be able to deal with some units first. So that's good. And they'll have to deal with Rose as well. On 4, so maybe a trade here, or a Vals, or another Lance Trooper. Like that. They are having a wide board at the moment, which is a pain. Oh wow. They're going all in with a wide board at the moment, folks. Gildaria's strong to stabilize next turn. So I think we go for a Zirconia line here. Evoing. We're going to take a big hit this turn, but not going to be the worst. It's either we deal with these units now or we deal with the officer. I think dealing with the officer is more important because if they play a Zirconia or a Luminous Magus, that's going to have rush. So we're going to take a bigger hit now, but we're able to stabilize better for next turn. And we're going to play out Gildaria next turn as well to wipe the board. And that is going to be our game plan. See, what are you planning?
The Lord Commander dons her mask.
There's the Zirconia
Reason.
with the buff. Are these gonna go face or trade? Trade. I'd rather you trade. But that's a lot to the face though. Are you gonna go to master off of a loss if this snowballs away? Oof. We're down to 7 and Odin is lights out. So I think we go for a Gildaria line here. We have to be extremely aggressive. And they're gonna have to spend an Evo this turn to deal with our Gildaria. This is also gonna wipe the board. So that's good. Then we're hoping to not die by next turn. We don't die to an Albert. We die to an Odin on 7 plus a Super Evo. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If they don't deal with the board, we win. But they have a way to deal with the board. They're going to use that Evo. At which point, to survive against an Odin, we need 2 ward units. And we only have Nonja at the moment. 2, 4. If they don't deal with Gildaria, we just win. They deal with only these things. Okay. Are you gonna keep that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going for a trade. Oh, they are not. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What you doing, bro? I'll take it. Whatever that is, I will take it. Boom. That's how you win, I guess. 2-match win streak. Let's go. And oh, we're not master yet. We're gonna enter the critical trial. 2 master, I'm guessing. Right? Yes, so we have to win 2 out of 3 to rank up. Lol. Oh, what was that? I'll take it. That meant they didn't have Odin in hand. Dragoncraft. Okay. Treasure chest.
With rain comes death.
Dragon is either the big dragon or the hyper aggro dragon. Big dragon, I think the answer is just to deal with all of the units that come down. For hyper aggro dragon, it's a race. So I think these are a keep. Hound is a mulligan, and we go from there. Cool. Let's see where the brick road takes us. We're not using the play points early for a luminous because we don't have a curve for that anyway. Ruby, I still don't know. Does hyper aggro play Ruby or not? 2 lines here are Rose, Vals, or one of these, and Ruby stays alive. Thinking. If we play Vals, Rose will have to deal with the next board state. Other line is to just have a wide board early on and figure things out after this turn so that we'll have play points to spare. Cool, 2. And they trade with that. That's good for us. We maximize our weaker units and they used the ramp spell. So I'm guessing they are control, and if they're control, let's throw away cards that deal 1 damage because those are irrelevant, and if they're able to deal with the board early on, we maximize those things. Dragon sign again. Let's have a think. We need to establish board here, and I think Albert's a good line. Do they have a sweeper? I don't think so. Well, they might. They might have the dragon that deals 4, but on 6, I don't think they can deal with a tall unit. So an Evo and Albert could be good. Bringing them down to 11 as well is solid. Plus, it maximizes our aggression. So these will have to go to Albert. So that was a worth it evolution because the evolution's gonna trade with a 5-5. Plus the 2/2s are gonna go here, so that's a nice clean attack from our side, and we also brought them down to 11. And then let's play out a Rose here. Card advantage is our game plan at the moment. Ending the turn. And let's just keep trading well against the units that come down. Odin, sure. I'd like you to meet Vals. Vals is gonna be hidden away with its ambush ability. Let's keep Vals there. We don't really need to evolve Vals just yet. Plus, he's a good target for Olivia Super Evo. Cool, sure. What is Draconic Strike? Is it 3 damage? Okay, if that's the case, then it was worth an Evo then. Gildaria's on Rally 6. We've got the play points to spare, so might as well pressure the opponent, force them to play out their Twilight Dragons at 9, and not be able to develop a board. Like, for example, playing out the one that halves costs of their cards in hand. If they don't have sweepers, then we'll be good. Ooh, this is an imperfect sweep. We're gonna be left with an Amelia. Are we gonna be able to punish hard? No Twilight Dragon. Ho ho ho! Okay, let's start with an Olivia. Gaining back Sweet Life. And giving Olivia Ward. Busted. And then from here, we need a way to deal with these. Thinking, I think the Samurai on 2 is worth it. Let's deal with that. Then from here, let's do a Super Evo targeting Amelia. Swing here, bringing them down to 12, and then a big 9 attack, bringing them down to 3, and we're on a good spot. This is our first game when we hit critical trial, folks, for master rank. 7, sure, wasted Super Evo right there. We'll take that trade. Balls is gonna come down and be hidden again. And shoot something. And let's go wide as well. We could have played out Prim as well and have just multiple ambush units, but this I think is much better. There's a line of Evoing Vals as well for to dodge Draconic Strike. Do we need to though? I don't think we do. We just need to keep controlling the board. And we have a lot of board control at the moment. So, good that we didn't Evo there. Vals can shoot that, although Rose is strong card advantage. That's a problem though. Rose again. Do we Rose again? I think we do. Just don't draw Prim again, please. Thank you, that is good. So from here, let's play out one Samurai to deal with the dragon. I wanted Rose to deal with the dragon, actually. Saving our Samurais for something else. So Rose can deal with any unit as long as it's damaged. So we wanted something like 1-2 or a Saria. The Lance Trooper or Saria. At that point. We are just waiting for our Alberts or our Odins to end the game. Sure, we'll take these trades. Amelia, quite solid. We can go for an Amelia line here. That's gonna give us play points back. We drew our Albert, so let's pressure the board here. Let's create a board state where they'll have to go for a sweep. Or they just lose. So let's use the Evo line here. Because we don't want them to be able to establish like ward units. We want them to have to deal with the board because we lock the game next turn. We want them to play something like a Twilight Dragon. Penny doesn't do much. Have the costs of cards in your deck, and we won. Boom. First win. Ambushed. Hello. Match 1 is 1. 3-match win streak. Let's proceed. Looking good. And now this is game number 2 of our critical trial against the Mirror. Sylvarius. Fair enough. We're going second. We do like going second because we're able to Zirconia first. Zirconia Evo first, I mean. Alright. Gildaria is a mulligan. Ignominious Samurai is... I think this is a mulligan as well. Feels bad in the early game. Gildaria might not be a mulligan. It is solid on 6 to empty the board up. But I'd rather use it for its rally as free rallies. So this is a nice solid hand. Teria to deal with the board. Luminous Magus to have a wide board. We struggle with the wide board ourselves. So having a Luminous is great here. Teria to deal with the Prim. Looking good. No Nonja Evo then. Oh, no Nonja +1/+1 then. So if they put the Nonja down, it's a nice clean trade. Or they shoot us with Seria as well. Here, we can either go for Valza or Rose, but Seria is weaker. So I think we should use Seria now. Saving our good stuff for later on. Just playing out the weaker cards at the moment. Oof, my teeth cave. And from here, Nonja doesn't have Bane because we dealt with it. So let's use the play point and do a pseudo Zirconia here. Evolving Luminous Magus and swinging at something. I think we swing at Nonja here. It's a ward unit, so let's deal with that first. That means they can either do the same here or play something like a Zirconia out and have Rush to deal with our board. But the Zirconia is only going to create 2 units. So Maguses, these will have wards, so that's going to be a trade. And then what? Evo here, and then swing there, and then 1 to life. Fair enough, but that's what we're going to be doing again this turn. We're going to go for a Magus again. And do a rinse and repeat thing. Now they have to deal with this board again. A Gildaria Evo is gonna wipe us clean, but we don't mind that because that means they're using their Gildaria out. Or if that was the case, then a better play would have been to Evo the Knight. Oh, okay. I'll take that. They might go for 2 to face, to be honest. Just dealing a bit of pressure against us. We will have a nice clean play here in the form of Hound of War. Not having to use our Evo line and just use the Hounds to clean up here. Plus, Gildaria's on 13 at the moment. Quite achievable. To go big later on. See, do you deal with the Hound? Yes, you do. Odin's bringing us to 13. We've got the Albert in hand. Amelia is going to give us 4 play points. We can also just go for a Vals. I think Vals is not bad at all here. And we'll have an ambush unit ready to go ham for next turn. Wait, can't we just end the game from here? If we Super Evo Vals to 7, No, we can't. Albert's gonna bring him down to 1 life, which Gildaria can just end the game with. Unless they heal up with Olivia. Thinking hard. Thinking hard. Very hard. Because they can clear Vals with the Gildaria. If we Super Evo here, Vals is 100% gonna swing. And deal 7. Albert's gonna deal 12. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try that line. Are we gonna get punished? Please don't get us punished. Amelia is gonna be scary as well. But they don't really have a way to deal with an ambush 7-6 at the moment. Amalia. Fair enough. They're playing around Albert by doing that, but we're not gonna kill anyway. So that was good for us in the end. Because an Albert line here is clean. Although if they go wide again, we don't have an answer for that.
Heaven's wrath will fall heavy on your head. My oath is fulfilled.
So do we take the trades here? I think we do, to be fair. This is how our opponent won against us, by just cleaning the board up.
My oath is fulfilled.
And from here, let's pressure. Having 2 Super Evo units in play, can they deal with both? A Gildaria can deal with both, to be fair. Olivia can deal with both as well. But that means they use up all of their Super Evos.
The only trophy I need is your heart.
Ouch. So it's a Super Evo-less game now, folks. It is gonna be a fun little game. It is gonna be first to clear or first to Gildaria. Rose gonna be scary. Six, 3. We'll have 6. Gildaria won't have the Super Evo line yet. So I think we play out Rose. Draw on Samurai? No Samurai. That's the worst draw. Painful. We'll be able to deal with 1 unit. Oh, actually no. We'll be able to deal with both. Great. Perfect draw. Best draw. Best draw ever. Boom. And now Gildaria's on 20, so we're safe. If they widen the board up, we've got Amelia Gildaria as our line to empty the board. They haven't played Gildarias as well, though. So that's something to be wary of. No one died from that line. Perfect. Olivia is a very strong draw here. Thinking though, we don't really clear, to be honest. But I think it's worth it to play Olivia out now and save Gildaria for when they start playing Gildaria out. We can still clear at this point with Nonja. So let's play Nonja out. And then from here, what's the plan? I think we should clear that Leave Nonja in play for them to deal with. And trade Prim there. And swing one at life. That looks good. They have to deal with this board. If they play Gildaria out, we've got our own Gildaria line. So it's now a matter of back-to-back Gildarias. Who's gonna win it? And there she comes. That means they don't have any other way to deal with the board. Really good for us. How many rally? Currently on 23. We're good with Gildaria. So we're safe. We're gonna play Gildaria out if we have to. I think we have to. At the moment. We do need 2 drops. Clear the board though. To clear it without being a problem for us. Thinking Amelia into Gildaria is good enough. We're gonna be left with an Amelia and the Gildaria on the board and not have any 2/2s. Which I don't think is the worst. Plus, we're gonna draw 2 Swordcraft followers. Which could matter as well. So let's play Gildaria out. And empty the board from here. And then 7 there. And 2 and 2. And then we've got an Amalia. I hope to draw into a second Gildaria with the Amelia, but we didn't. But we drew into a Samurai and Rose, which is also not bad. Our Zirconias are dead cards in hand, though. They were able to maximize theirs by forcing us to Gildaria out. So we want some form of access to our Zirconias as well. No Gildaria, please. Hounds are okay for us. That's gonna leave them with only an Amelia in play, which means that we can establish board here, playing out the Vals, and our dead Zirconia is gonna apply pressure here, which is good, leaving our cards to be answers to whatever they do. They are not threatened by back-to-back Alberts just yet because they're on 13. So that's something we have to be wary of. If they just go Albert and call it a day and then swing twice, then we're dead. Wow, that's strong. Luminous Magus, fair enough. But we've got our Amalia. Very nice. Which I think we should deploy. And then from here, thinking, do we deploy Luminous Lance Trooper as well? I think we should, to maximize board. And leave us with a wide board that they'll have to answer again. We're just forcing wide board after wide board. We do not have a Gildaria anymore, and that's their second Gildaria now. So that's a problem. We're at 7. Huh. Okay, we need a Gildaria here. A Gildaria? Nope. That's okay as well. That's gonna help. But I think we need to get 2 Gildarias, please. Gildaria? Don't be shy. Oh no. Now we think. 2, 4, 6. Rose can draw into something. Not bad. Is there a way to get ward units? I don't think there is. So our line here is we will have to deal with this board manually. Let's play this out to reduce Rose to 3. Play Rose out here. Deal with this. And go for this board. And then, if they have Albert, it's lights out for us. If they don't, we're okay. It's that second Gildaria that got us. Ooh, okay. No Alberts? Fair enough. I'll take it.
Commander dons her mask.
This is great because we'll be able to stabilize here. Having no Albert that turn meant that they need to top deck something. So let's swing here. You're on Albert and Odin range. Yep, 100%. We're gonna lose next turn. But this way, if they don't have Albert and they don't have units with Rush to deal with our own, we put them in Albert plus Odin range as well. So none of those, please. Draw something like Prim. No. Oof. Not that. Yep. Lights
I
up.
will not falter.
We don't have any ward units at all, so we had to play to our outs. Server error. Does that mean we're safe? They don't want to give us the loss. Which we do not mind at all. Let's proceed. What's happening? They top deck that. That's busted. Is it currently maintenance at the moment? Error code 2. What's error code 2? Are others able to play? Is it just me, guys, or clear cache? There shouldn't be any maintenance. What is going on? Let me reboot the game. Maybe there's an update. I just want to win my third game. Let's see. What is going on? If there's no maintenance, what should I do? Clear cache? Clear the game's cache. Some data will need to be re-downloaded. Let's do it. If you've got questions while we're doing this, feel free to ask them. Cache has been cleared. Try closing the game. Closed. Stopping the game from Steam. Playing the game from Steam. Are you in game? Ev. What is happening? I'll try on my phone and see if it works on my phone. If it does, we still have action. I'll be able to connect to my phone anyway. Should be okay. Are you trying out on Steam physically or on the phone? Kiev. It worked on my phone, actually. So if that's the case, let's play on the phone. So I'll plug it in. And I think I've got screen. I've got this cool little app. Ooh, we got it. Then boom. We got it, folks. It's gonna be a bit different. But no issue is too hard. It's a weird experience though. And from here, what do we want? We want music. My mobile's on mute. Nice. Cool. Sorted. Actually, this app is cool. I can use my screen as my phone and continue the process. Cool. Let's go. I am on mobile, but it keeps saying error connection timed out in there. My internet's fine though. I've got the same experience in Steam. Battling it out. Unless no one's in at this point. I just want to play the game. I'll check Discord. I am one step away to master. And they don't want us to play. There it is. Let's go. One step away to master rank, folks. Let's go. We've got action. It's a good time to be active, to be alive.
With rain comes death.
Medium rare or well done.
Runecraft. Okay, that's a problem, but we're fine. Let's remove Amelia's and Olivia's. Keeping Lance Trooper. Amelia actually might be a keep. We are going first though. It's a question of do we want the card advantage here. Plus the Super Evo on Amelia is solid as well. Zirconia is nice. We are going first, which is not where we want to be. How's the quality of the stream? I'm streaming on my phone, so I don't know if it's good or bad. Let's start with the Lance Trooper here and establish a wide board. And end the turn from here. Looking good. Melvi came out, but we've got the Samurai to deal with Melvi. Or Vals, actually. Vals is good, but let's save Vals for the Aningrea turn. We want them to take a hit with Aningrea, bring them to 5 so that we can shoot them with Vals. That's gonna be our line. Another Melvi, okay. Gonna be tricky. Another Melvi. Two options are they use the Melvi here or they use Aningrea to clear the board. If they do, that's good for us because we'll have Valus to deal with Aningrea. Oops, my giving. Why is everything breaking? at the moment. Does the universe would not want us to become master? Zirconia is solid here. If they go for Anangrea, okay, we've got another line actually. We can play Ignominious Samurai out. Deal with Melvi so that they don't have a Melvi in board. So that when they clear with Anangrea, we can Luminous Magus to have a wide board again. That sounds good. And this is not the best Anangrea target as well. So maybe they not use it because this is just like the two drop itself. So that's a bad trade with Anangrea. That's a bad trade as well right there. That's even worse. That was a 2-for-1 for our 2 cost. Albert's coming. That's looking solid. Although Luminous Magus is looking solid as well. But the issue I have with Luminous Magus is it's lining up poorly against a Sagelight Teachings because Sagelight can just clear the board. While an Albert here can actually dish out a lot of damage at the moment. 5 damage. And then force an Anangrea to evolve as well. So that's good. Putting them in range of lethal with our Albert as well. Burgent, fair enough. Happily taking that 6 damage. 5 damage to Burgent. And then from here, Aseria is an easy sweep. Aseria into an Evo on Zirconia. Sounds good. Or not even. Maybe just play out Seria and the Zirconia. And call it from there. Other option is Evolve. Get 2/2/2s and the +1/+1 on Seria. That is gonna line up well against... That's gonna force them to Super Evo on 7 for their Kuon, which if they don't have is gonna be really good for us. An Evo is a waste here anyway. We're not really using it, so might as well apply a lot of pressure right now. The more they waste to spend to deal with our units, the happier we are for sure. Are you gonna use the play point for Kuon? William, fair enough. They're still gonna waste their Evo there. Really happy with this. Okay, this is nice. Luminous Lance Trooper can deal with William. And we'll want the card advantage from Amelia as well. Or Rose. Rose's not the worst. But Rose deals with more units. So I think this is going to be our line. And let's end the turn here. Now we've got a busted next turn play. We can go for an Amelia into a Super Evo and have all of these Luminous Magus Ward units out. As long as they're left with no board, we will be in a great spot. Let's see, this is our winning in for Master, folks. So this is going to be a fun little game right here. I'll take that. And one is coming down to deal with this board. And we don't have an answer to this kind of board at the moment. Their onion's not going to generate here. Huh. We're in a bit of a pickle. We've got Amelia, the Amelia line. That's not the worst, to be fair. Plus a Luminous Magus to have barriered up units. And then we'll be able to deal with this thing as well. Okay, that's our line, I think. Amelia, draw 2. Where's our Alberts? I know we used 1. But we used that to its maximum potential. So let's Super Evo here and give a bunch of barriers to our soldiers, to our knights. Deal 7 to that and call it there. Hopefully they have to deal with these before they can go to our life, at which point we should be stable again. Please don't clear. Sage Light. Okay, Sage Light's not the worst. They still have to go through 2. Then do we take 6 to life? 6 to life means we're gonna lose to a Kuon on 10. They do that though, they'll be on lethal range as well with our Amelia. So it's still anyone's game at this point, to be honest. Let's see. This is 1 win away from Master. By the way, folks, if you are new to our stream, this is how we stream on a regular basis. Just nice competitive fun. If you enjoy it, hit that subscribe button on YouTube and follow on Twitch and Facebook. We're live on all 3 platforms. You can see us on any of those platforms and we will happily answer any questions that you have as well. And yep, we're easy. So that's it. Where are our board wipes? We do need board wipes. This is a problem. That ward unit is a pain. We can clear it though with Luminous Lance Trooper and the Magus as well. Oof, I should have swung once first. I'm running out of time, but we have to do something. Yep, this is a throw. This Kuon. That ended our game, I think. Super Evoing Prim, at the very least, is gonna give us +1/+1s. Should have done that if we were planning to swing into that unit, but this is the line that we are left to deal with. And the Kuon here is lights out. Huh. No Kuon? They have the Kuon. They're just making it as big as possible. Which means whatever line we went for, they would have ended the game here as well. So that's going to be as big as how many units you've sacrificed. So 14, 15 plus 266s or 166, even if we deal with this, is lights out for us. So fair enough, we are gatekept away by Runecraft, but we're okay. This was a bad draw for us as well. We needed Gildaria's or Trials Reset to pay. But all good. I think it's doable. Very doable. So yeah, what we are thinking about is we need card advantage at that point. So it could be the early Albert as well. It could have been an issue. We played it too early, potentially. We never drew into anything else, but that was crucial in forcing a trade as well. And that was the one that brought them to 11 life too. So it's those things that we are weighing.
With rain comes death.
With the rain comes death. Amelia's not good in the mirror at the moment. And Amalia. Hound of War is okay at 6, but is kind of meh on 3. Ignominious deals with a unit. The question is, do we want to keep it for just controlling the board? I think we want better units like Seria for controlling the board. So we got that, which is good. Because Seria deals with the unit and sticks on the board. And then they have to deal with our Seria. Cool. Play point. We've got that extra play point. Let's end the turn and not do anything. By the way, folks, our screen is like this because it's not working on Steam for us at the moment. it is busted. So this is on mobile and being screen captured. And we're using both. We're clicking with our mouse on the PC, but it also shows up on our phone. And let's play Seria out, deal with that, and end the turn. From here, we can either play the Hound or Vals, depending on what the board state looks like. Okay, that's not the worst. Hound can deal with that. Vals can deal with that as well. Question is, do we want double Hounds on 6 to deal with the board? Double Hounds also provides us with 6 total units for our Gildaria's count. So that could matter as well. Thinking. I think we go for that line, to be fair. It's showing itself for Gildaria. Might as well use these lines. And go from there. And we haven't been using the play points as well, so we will have double Hounds back to back on 5 and 6. Double Hound is also good in the sense that it deals with the board without having to use evolution. Which means we can save those evolutions for bigger attacks with Albert, for example. Or evolving Gildaria if we'd need to. Okay, what is that? What is that line? So 2 options here is use the play point, play out an Albert. 3 options, use the play point, play out Albert. Or other option is play out a Hound. Other option is the Samurai. I think the Samurai is the least bad because we also have an aggressive line of evoing here. And now we got a 4-3 that they'll have to deal with. And we start the aggression from this point, which is quite good. Rose, fair enough. Gonna place something down. I hope you drew a Prim. Forcing that trade. I think that's a Prim. Anything else, they would have played it. Now we've got options. Either a Zirconia into an Evo line or just have a wide board with Hounds. I think Hounds is the line. Plus it uses our wasted play point. If we don't use it, it's gonna get burned. So maximizing our spread of units. We're on 6 rally at the moment. They'll have to deal with this board state. If they don't have any answers to this, then this is a beating. Okay, that is good. We forced the Gildaria out. And now 2 options for us are Gildaria ourselves into an evolution, or we play out the Hound, use the evolution to deal with their Gildaria and take the trades. Thinking. Amelia is not really the best line at the moment. I think it's either Gildaria or Hound. What is better next turn? If they have a bigger board next turn, Gildaria is going to be much better because that will leave us with things. Plus, we also tick up the rally count of Gildaria as well. So that could be good. So I think Hound is our play at this point. We will have to evo one of them to deal with their Gildaria. But that saves our own Gildaria. We're just continuing to control the board, and I think it's boiling down to who Gildaria's last is usually ahead. Next turn we've got an Amelia into a Zirconia Super Evo line to have a wide board if we wanted to. That's also gonna bring our rally count up to 13. Still not great. Still far away from Gildaria. That's it. Rose. Thinking. by turn after next, we can do back-to-back Alberts if we wanted to end the game. So we can just surprise our opponent at that point. In which case, I'm hoping they don't have a wide board here. And just have a good enough board. Prim's quite solid. Nonja is solid as well. Rose is good though. Amelia into Rose. No, we can't. Amelia brings 4 play points. Rose might be our line here, to be honest. Drawing us Prim. Is not the worst, to be fair. If we're going for back-to-back Albert lines, then this looks solid. We take this trade. Let's play the Nonja out and let's go and attempt a back-to-back Albert Super Evo line. I hope they play something Super Evo that, deal with this, leave these two as low health units. That will now swing at life, that we will be able to clear with our Albert. Thank you for the follow, William Jacks. Hey, welcome to the stream, buddy. What's up? How are you? How are you? Perfect. Nice. And yep, we're playing Shadowverse Worlds Beyond at the moment. Currently on our first try for a 2 out of 3 into Master Rank. How's the stream? The stream's okay. We were forced to play through our phone because for some reason we are locked out. What happened? Why are we now on 12? Okay. This is a problem. They can end us next turn with Albert. It's because Steam for some reason isn't working at the moment. Can we survive this? We will need a Nonja here. We'll need life, basically. Because from 12, they can just wipe us out. Yeah, I think Prim Nonja is okay, but we'll need a follow-up from that. Prim Nonja. I wish we had 10 play points for Gildaria. Thinking this is tricky. I think we're forced to play Gildaria out for the Super Evo line to clean up here and hope that they don't have Albert. We couldn't do the back-to-back play, sadly. If they've got the Albert, it's lights out. Do you stream daily? At Ruthless Redge? Yes, I do. I stream from 7 AM to 9 AM on a daily basis, Monday to Friday, and then on weekends is the time where I wake up a bit later, so I stream at around 10 AM UK time. But yes, I do stream on a daily basis. I used to stream harder before. Are we just dead? Yeah. I used to stream harder before when I was on Facebook mainly, but now we are live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and we're going all in on all 3 of them. Atahanaiden asked one of our chat members told me to check out Kick, so I'll check that out. And yeah, it's really good. This sounds great. By the way, where are you from? I live in the UK at the moment, but originally from the Philippines, and my accent kind of, I'm not sure if it gives it away, but yes, it's a mix of American, British, and Filipino English. Where are you from, by the way? So we lost game 1, but that's okay. If we lose this game, then it's just back to the trial again. If we do win, then we will be in a good spot. Let's start by keeping our 2 costs. These are solid against a Runecraft because it applies pressure from early on. So let's go for that line. Cool. We've got double Gildaria. Don't really want double Gildaria early, but it's also not the worst position to be in. Let's start with a Lance Trooper and start swinging for 2s from this turn. Nice to meet you too. Cool. And then from here we can play out the Samurai and have a 2-1 unit. Next turn we go for Prim Nonja. Or we play out Prim now, and next turn we go for Samurai Nonja. Thinking it depends on what could show up. But I think having a 2-attack unit at this point is worth it. Start pressuring. I am from the US. Can I ask you something? Go ahead. Cool, sigils are out. Basically, I am a professional graphic designer with years of experience specializing in customizing Twitch channels for gamers. Fair enough. Sounds good. Like logos, banners, overlays, and emotes. Just let me know if you're interested and I'll design your stuff at reasonable prices. Sounds good. Sounds good. I am open to that. Not just yet. I'm still exploring where the stream can go to, and I'll reach out if I've got an idea. Let's see, from here they can clear the board soon, but not just yet. They will need to use the play point plus a board wipe. So I think we play out the Prim. Let's swing there. Let's play this and play out the Nonja. So we have a bit of pressure, but at the same time, if they use their sigil to wipe, we at least cleared the Melvi away. Our turn, they don't have sigils, they used their thingies, so at least we have tempo again at this point. Are you interested? I could be, but not just yet. You could reach out through Twitter as well. I've got that. Or Facebook. I'm active on Facebook as well. We have triple Gildaria in hand. Why do we have triple Gildaria? Let's start with an Amelia and see what we get. We're not forced into a Gildaria just yet. Luminous Lance Trooper. Huh. Thinking. We might be forced to Evo Amelia here. And trade with Burgent. And trade our 1-1 to their Onion Patch. This is looking okay. And we've got back-to-back Odin lines. And we're just waiting to start deploying triple Gildaria. Triple Gildaria is wild. You can follow me on Insta. Fair, but I could. I'm not active though on Insta, is the thing. Okay, next is Odin. Can deal with Burgent. And we can swing for 4. Gildaria can be dropped here as well. Or Amelia. Amelia is going to bring us to 4 play points. Thinking hard. Do we have a line after 4 play points? I don't think we do. Odin is not the worst in applying pressure, bringing them down to 12. That's going to put them in Albert range. And that's going to be scary for them. So let's go for that. We're just doing hybrid plays at the moment. Then add me on Discord. You could add me though. Don't worry. Let's see. Huh, that is a wide board. Albert's here, that is good. That means if we establish board here, and if they're forced to deal with board, we'll be good. Alright, tell me your Discord name in chat, so I have sent you my recent work. Sure. Let's have a think. Odin can deal with this board, but yes, I think Gildaria is our line here. 6, 5. Yep, Gildaria. Into a Super Evo here. Deal with that, as well as we can play out the Samurai here as well. Just force them to deal with the board. But I think this is not the worst at the moment. Let me send over my Discord group. Invite people. Copy. Yeah. That is my Discord. Ooh, are you leaving Gildaria? Okay, no. Not leaving Gildaria. Gildaria is now on 14. 14 is still not the best. How can we deal with this board? Thinking. Amelia is okay. Amelia can get us a Vals, which sounds great. Or something else, like a Rosé. Rosé is pretty good as well. So what we're trying to do is just establish a wide board that they're forced to deal with. That maintains the pressure. So that was solid. And then from here, we can go for an Albert play. If they don't have any more units that have ward. Annengrea does have a ward unit again. But take note that we're also buffing our rally count up. Odin deals 4 to life, bringing them down to 7. Norman's coming down. Okay. Are you super evoing here? That's putting them out of lethal range, annoyingly. They're buying a lot of time here, folks.
There are countless combinations.
They drew 2 with Norman. We can clear Norman with our Odin. Gildaria is on 17. Oof. Are we forced to play out our Gildaria and Super Evo? I think we are, to be honest. The board is too wide to be safe. Vals can deal with Annengrea. We have nothing to go through this ward unit. That's the issue right there. So I think we are going to go for Gildaria into a Super Evo to clear the board. And then from here, we just keep on developing the board again. Playing out Aseria. Dealing with that. And then from here, we can go for a swing and another swing. Our Gildaria will now have a free Super Evo because it's now on Rally 21.
I lost sight of her.
But we're worse off in ending the game, sadly.
The spark of knowledge.
They're getting away. Third Aningrea. Oof. But I'll take it if you're gonna Super Evo here. Use it. Use it, please. They're not using it.
Achieved.
My oath is fulfilled.
This is a good spot to Vals, though. And just position ourselves where they can't deal with the Vals without a sweeper.
Caught us off guard.
And then we can attempt to end the game in the next few turns. With Albert, back to back. Deal 6. Plus 4 is 10. And then an Odin soon as well. So this position is forcing us to... I got you. I just sent you a friend request. Accept it, so I have sent you my work. Ooh.
The spark of
You're a bit pushy.
Not my first rejection.
I don't know what name you added me with, though. Are you William Zen? Okay, let's see where we're at. Gildaria, Amelia, Amalia. Amalia is not the worst. So we can start with an Amalia. Have a wide board for them to deal with. If they don't have an answer, we will be in a good spot. And end the turn here.
My oath is fulfilled.
Ruler. Okay, now it is a pickle. They can end us with their position. And that's the game. It's lights out again. Oof. Okay, at least it's not a wasted game. We don't have to play out the 3 games. We're back to trial at 0 again. This is getting a bit tricky though, not gonna lie. We almost got there as well. But it's a good experience. It's a fun one. And we're gaining the XP to deal with the master anchors as well. Swordcraft. Okay. Swordcraft can have stuff like Glade to wipe the board.
with rain comes death.
What's your username? I have a lot of pending requests, so I don't know what your username is, Williams. William Jacks. Okay, it's our turn. Forestcraft, we've got the Prim and the Seria in hand. We can start with the Prim. And go from there. Fairy Trainer is here as well. Okay. You'll have to go through our Nonja though. Yeah, are we playing the Nonja out? I think we should.
Splendid, Princess Prim.
And then from here, do we take this trade? I think we should as well. So they're the aggressor in the sense that they can combo out of 18 life. But... okay, that's not enough to deal with Nonja. Perfect.
Satisfied.
We are still okay. Vals we can put down just to apply pressure. Do we have to or do we want to? Seria can deal with 2 units as well. Cool, I accepted you. Vals we can put down and then from here we can check things out. Vols can deal with Glade, but I think having Vols here is solid in the sense that we'll have a unit for Zirconia when we evolve, which they dealt with in the end, but it's okay. Let's play out Zirconia here. Evo to get us 2 units, and then this is gonna be Glade is gonna dish out 4, 5, 6, 7. They go up to 8. Glade goes down to 7. They go up to 9. Glade is gonna wipe this out, but that's okay. We've got Vals to deal with it. I have accepted. I like how you're going for the question marks, as if I'm obligated as well. But anyway.
Fellowship.
Not all is lost.
And then from here, we can Vals to deal with the 5-5.
The only trophy I need is your heart. Failed you.
And end the turn from here. Fairies are coming down, sure. If you don't take that trade...
Not my first rejection.
Are they playing another fairy? Oh, no, they're not. And then from here, we can establish a wide board with Luminous Magus. Or start suing in with Albert. Those are our 2 plays at the moment. I think it's nice to start applying pressure, but they could clear easily. But if they do, then they'd have nothing to clear our Luminous Magus with. So I think Albert is our line here. And we can just start applying pressure. Like force them to play a Glade out again. And that means if Glade is out, they have nothing to deal with our multiple ward units in the form of Luminous Magus into Luminous Magus into Amalia. Okay, I'll have a look. And at the moment, William, I don't want anything. At the moment, I'll have a look. I'll spend my time to check it out. But yes, you don't have to be too pushy. If I like it, I'll message.
Is this the end? Don't look away.
Everything's under control. Be cleansed.
Cool. Next is... interesting. Luminous Magus is a good start here, but Odin is much cleaner to deal with 1 unit. And then do we Super Evo? I don't think we have to. We just need to swing once and call it there. And then we can go back-to-back ward units from here. Amalia, and then they have to deal with the wide board. And then Luminous Magus, they have to deal with the wide board again. If that's their line, then it's good for us because Amalia is gonna clean that up quite nicely. Perfectly, actually. Glade as a 3-3 is a perfect deal for Amalia. And then let's take these and then end the turn here. Can you reply to me on Discord? I'll message you on Discord if I'd like anything. But at the moment, I'm okay. Okay, what is next here? Ang kulit niya. Al-Mujib Arabani. It's okay. We can handle it. They're being respectful, so it's all good.
Oath is fulfilled.
Alright, no problem. Perfect.
The world is full of
That's an Evo out. That is good for us. We will take that. And that's a swing to Amalia. And there's the Roach on 6. Okay, that hurt a bit. Odin can clear here. Luminous Magus is also solid, giving us ward units. Thinking, we've got the 2-1 to deal with that. The Luminous Magus can deal with another one. Or we can go with Odin and clear the board, but I don't want to clear the board. I want to establish ward units. Thinking it's a bit tricky, guys, but I think our line here is the Magus and the Samurai. Yeah, Samurai can deal with the 4-6. We've got a Super Evo on our Knight. We get a 5-5 ward unit to deal with their 4-4. And then we end the turn. Next turn, rinse and repeat. They'll have to deal with all of this again. No more Glades, if I remember correctly. At most 1. So they have to attack into these things. If they do, that means they're not attacking into us. And we will happily go for these kinds of lines. Zirconia is dead again. We 4-2, fair enough. Fairy is coming down. Godwood Staff. May to deal 3. Still have the 5-5. Boom! Victory. First in 2 more chances. Super Evolution.
You reap what you sow.
Looking good. Next battle. Dami account ata ingats. I just saw those messages actually. It didn't show up on my shared stream. As long as I don't click links naman, we're safe.
With rain comes death.
Medium rare.
Okay, let's mulligan Gildaria away and Albert away as well. Between Samurai and Seria, I think these are keeps against Runecraft. We want to be aggressive, but we also need card advantage. So Olivia is good. So let's end the turn. Let's play one of our weaker units out. Seria. Good start. We can deal 2 immediately.
My potions can help.
Vals can deal with this or the Samurai. I think we should go for the Samurai and save Vals for the Anengrea turn. We have an answer for Anengrea as well. If they play out Anengrea, we have Seria into Vals. So it's good to save both of them for the Anengrea turn. But they're not going for the Anengrea turn. They're going for the Edelweiss turn. That's okay. We've got our Vals here. And now Anengrea is going to be 2 turns behind. So we'll have time to prepare for that. Sage Light. Okay, gaining Earth Sigils. Fair enough. This will be the Anengrea turn. Do we have an answer at the moment? We can evolve and deal 4 damage now. And then I think we don't have an answer for the 5-5 and summoning. We can if we put them in a position where they just attack. At which point we can Seria deal with both. I think an Evo here is not the worst. To deal 4 damage.
My next surprise, I'll miss you.
Thinking on what to do now. 2 options is Luminous into Seria and just have a wide board. Anengrea can deal with 3 units but not 4. That will leave us with 1. Is it worth doing that and losing all of our units though? Is the question at hand. I think no. So I think we just end the turn and save our units. Use them for better purposes mid to late game.
The truth seeker dons her mask.
No Anengrea. Okay, Edelweiss came down. So from here we can play out a Luminous Magus.
We fear the dark.
That is nice. And then we can trade away with something. So I think we Evo the Knight. They haven't used any Evos yet. That's the power of Edelweiss. They're just cleaning the board without spending evolutions. We are applying some pressure though, and there's Anengrea. They will use the Evo now. We've got Odin to deal with Anengrea though, so that's good. We also have Olivia.
I lacked foresight.
So let's play Odin out as a removal tool. Not really gonna swing. Just being a unit to apply pressure. We're staying in par with their card advantage, so that's good for us. Norman Evo, I'm guessing. And the Golem? Oh, heal. Okay, sure. We will take that. Hound. Hound is quite solid. Amalia is quite solid as well. Amalia is gonna give a wide board that they'll have to deal with here. And take that Norman away. We're pressuring them to multiple removal spells turn after turn. We want them to play wide again and again to deal with us, and if they keep doing that, we'll be in a good spot because we will have Super Evos left to end the game. Huon is gonna be able to clean this up. Not perfectly though, which is good. Now we can deal with this in the form of either Olivia and draw 2 cards, but it's a waste of the heal. So I think our line here is a Hound and an Ignominious Samurai. Right? That doesn't look bad. That's gonna leave us with a wide board state again. And 2 Hounds for our opponent to deal with. And then let's end the turn here. Still on card parity at the moment. Sure. Norman again. I'm guessing this is gonna be... Oh, okay. Just drawing cards. Fair enough. Gildaria's on 17. How should we deal with that? 2 options here are Olivia into something like Olivia into Luminous Magus looks solid.
Into an endless sky.
Or do we have other options? Nope. We want to go wide and apply a lot of pressure. Let's put a buff on one of our knights. Swing 7 there and call it a day. If they sweep here, we've got lines still. We've got Odin and Gildaria to pressure. To keep up with the pressure. We are seeing our weaker units in play. So that is tricky. Can these clear the board is another question. Okay, Melvi is slow. Sign of weakness, hoping to draw into a sweeper, I'm guessing, or a Kuon. William. Fair enough. That wipes the board. They just got exactly to 7 with that line. How do we clean up here? Two options are Odin, Rose. Those are quite okay. Other play is Luminous into Prim. Thinking hard. I think we should start with a Rose and see what we draw. Luminous Lance Trooper. Looking solid. So let's play that out.
To the shore, stop right there. Stop right there.
Thinking on our game plan.
Stop right
I think we should deal with William. Empty the board.
Pardon my language.
And then play a Prim out
Lovely day for a picnic.
to get a Nonja with Rush to deal with this. Now they have to go through Nonja first. They will have a Demon on 3 in play. The Kuon is going to be painful here. But we will still be okay after this line. Even if they go Super Evo Kuon at this point. What is the line? Prim being ambushed is nice as well. Keeping our units hidden. We haven't drawn Amelia, so we are a bit lacking in card advantage. Oof, that's a board wipe. Burgent is coming down. Amalia is great. Amalia is great, actually. Amalia can deal with that. Plus, a Luminous Magus can deal with this. And the other ones can deal with the onion patches. Yep, looks good.
Over my dead body. Over my dead body.
Luminous Lance Trooper.
To the shore, stop right there.
Deal with that, please. And
My dead body.
deal with these, please. And then we have a whiteboard again. They have to clean that up again. Amelia, please, or Olivia. Playing out that William on 7 means they might not have enough board wipes anymore. Use that, please. We want them to use their last Super Evo. They're still not gonna use it. We are applying pressure, though. Rose again. Sure. We're saving the Odin for a 1-unit play. And then that could trade. Or we deal with that and leave Melvi on board. It's also not the worst, to be fair.
To the shores of victory. Stop right there.
Can clear the board as well by going for that. Playing out Seria here. And dealing with that. Where are our big boys? They're gonna get into Dimension Climb range, and we're not applying pressure at all. We need to start swinging at life. Sure, we'll happily take that. Deal with these. Stormy Blast there as well. Or answer that too. But whatever. Ooh, that's a sign of weakness. I don't think... Okay, they're playing the climb. Let's see if they're gonna get into big stuff here. Okay. Maybe no climb soon then. Lilanthem. Lilanthem can be dealt with. We will have to play out the Gildaria to deal with the Lilanthem. We'll finish all of their Earth Sigils as well. That's gonna put them in a bit of a pickle, which we want them to be in. And then from here, we can play this out. Trade there. Trade there. Gonna eat that. And then for the last one, we go there. No more Lilanthem, no more Sigils. What's next? Still have to deal with our Gildaria though. Why are we playing the control against Runecraft? Who knows? I want to be aggressive. I really do. But it's not working. We're going the control line, guys. We ate 4 of their sigils too, though, which is good. Do you still have answers? I think what they're weighing is, do they want to play the ruler of Cocytus now? That's what they're thinking about, because that's gonna leave them open to dying to an Albert. Which, if they do, then it's lights out. Norman, okay. And they've used their last Super Evo. Which is good for us. Something, please. It's not really much, but we will take it. Odin can deal with one of them. Pulse can deal with the other one, but I think we go for an Odin to deal with that right now. Oh, Google doing. Then from here, let's take one.
My oath is fulfilled. The only trophy I need is your heart.
And end the turn here. They're in a good position at the moment. We're just waiting for our top deck. And there's the 10 cost Kuon. That's gonna give them a 10-10 with Ward. That we can hopefully deal with. We cannot. That is bad. We cannot deal with a 10-10, folks.
Little dove should be in bed by now. Into the night.
And that's lights out. We have the Super Evo line here.
The Lord Commander dons her mask.
We can bring them to a low life total. I guess we can clear the 10-10 actually. Zirconia gives +1/+1, so that's good. Okay, it's not lights out yet. It is not lights out yet, folks. We're still alive. We're barely breathing. And it's lights out. Something? Gildaria? Albert? Anything? Olivia? Perfect. Happily taking Olivia. Okay, Olivia into Prim, into Nonja. Not the worst, I guess. And then we've got Albert for later on. They're maintaining card parity against us. They have 3 cards remaining, so they might be forced to play the ruler out at some point. That's another 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Unless they're gonna swing into Olivia. What is this long game? 2-1. That's okay. We've got the Albert line now. Deal with the board. Or a Gildaria. Or an Amelia into a Gildaria, please. Or a Gildaria. We'll take the Gildaria. Gildaria can deal a lot of damage here. Let's see. 6. Thinking on what is the better line here. Albert looks like the better line, to be honest. Albert's the board wipe at the moment. So let's go for it. Albert, deal damage across the board. Swing 3 there. And then 3 here. I don't know what this game is. And we've got 4 to face. They are going to have to play the ruler out at some point. They're on 2 cards remaining. If they draw 2. Not ruler yet. Okay. Anangrea is okay at this point. Demonic Call. We've got the Gildaria. Sorry, mate. We are going to be drawing into the Gildaria here. Double Gildaria, though. It's not the worst. It's gonna clear. It is working. I don't know what's going on. Let's swing there and 2 to that and end the turn. Still alive. And there's the ruler. No dimension climb. Oh no. Did they draw nothing? They drew something. And we lose. We tried to climb. We didn't get there. That's our second game. We're still okay though. Third match. Should we go for it? I think we should. Let's jump in. And go for one more game. Before it's a win and in or lights out. If you're enjoying our games, guys, hit that subscribe button. We're live on YouTube, on Twitch, you can follow us, and on Facebook as well. We go live on all 3 platforms. This is our usual time slot, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. UK time, Monday to Friday, and on weekends, we go live when we awaken, which is around 10ish. Okay, mirror match, we're going first, so not the best spot to be in. Hound is okay, but Valves is much better. So we want a curve. That is not a curve. That is a bunch of high cost units. Stop giving us high cost units. Although it's not the worst, we'll still be able to set ourselves up. Okay, that's not bad. We're gonna take a hit here. Okay, it's getting bad. That's what we needed on 2, to be honest. The Samurai. Vals can deal with 1 unit. And they'll have to either use this to deal with Vals or play their own Vals or something of that sort. But it's already looking rough. Okay, that's slow. That's good for us. And that's a great 2-drop. Prim at this point is perfect because we will get the Nonja that will give us a 3/3 ward unit with Bane. So something like a Zirconia is okay. But we can deal with the Zirconia at that point. They'll give +1/+1 to 2 things. These 2 plus the 2 2/2s. So at least Nonja's eating 2 knights away. We're down to 12, sadly. So we're already at Albert range. How did this go so wrong? Then from here, we can go for a Rosé. Getting us a Seria. Okay. Seria's not the worst. Seria is not the worst. Thinking of buffing Prim swinging here. Or buffing Seria and then hoping to shoot this with Seria's attack. Also not bad. A high odds chance. Which I think is worth it. Okay, that's good. Means this is gonna clear that.
I yield.
Plus an Evo line here is gonna deal with that.
This'll hurt.
And then Prim, we can either swing for 1 now and deal 1 damage. Does the 1 damage matter? It could, to be fair. We are racing now. We're really low at the moment, though.
Lovely day for a picnic.
Prim. Into Nonja. Into 3 at life, is it? So we'll need ward units that are above 3 to survive an Albert swing. I think they're deciding either to clear board or go face. They're taking a risk here as well, because whatever they don't do is something that we can use to gain traction again. If they go for life, we can swing back at life if we're able to clear the board. If they go for board here, that means we will be able
I lost sight of her.
to re-establish. Okay, they went for a hybrid play. So our line at this point, I believe, is Amelia into something. Prim is great. Prim is great to give us the 3-3 we need to survive an Albert ultimate. So I think we start with Amelia here.
Soldiers, lend me your courage.
Amelia got us a Hound and a Luminous Lance Trooper. Lance Trooper and Hound. Okay. Thinking. We want something to deal with that. And I think Hound fits the bill here. Nothing else really. Yep, Hound fits the bill. Deals with the Nonja. And we want something to deal with Kagemitsu, which I think Amelia could very well do. And then we swing here. And then we go for 4 at life. We're quite low on 9 at the moment, but we're not lights out just yet. An Odin here is going to be painful. 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, down to 11. Okay.
Stay strong.
Vals is also powerful here. Can we deal with the Vals? There's no way to deal with an ambush unit except for going under. We don't have a means to do so. And they could potentially just end us as well. Like with an Odin. So we need something like an Amelia. Huh. 4, 6 gives us 4 Prim into Nonja. How do we deal with the Vals? A hidden Vals. Don't really have a way to do so. So I think we play Amelia out. And just go for a Nonja line here. Super Evoing Prim to give a lot of pressure. It's gonna buff everyone up. And we hope that they don't have an Odin. If they do have an Odin, it's over. Oh, this has Storm. Or the Centaur. The Centaur is lights out for us. Oof. Kagemitsu. That's looking solid, not gonna lie. Although we missed turn 2 as well, so we were on a bad start. And we just lost the win and in, folks. All good. We are gonna jump in again for another run at Master. We didn't get to Master right now. We keep losing our third match. It's good XP though for us. And we dropped to Ruby. I don't want to be in Ruby. I want to be in Diamond. But we will be back again for more of this tomorrow. Hopefully climbing out of Ruby into Diamond. If you enjoyed our stream, hit that subscribe button. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Follow in Twitch and Facebook as well. Hit that like button and share this stream as well. That is going to be much appreciated too. In the meantime, have a good day. Stay ruthless in the arena, but in life stay kind. And that is us. See you again tomorrow. We are going to be heading off in 3, 2,